guys, this is what I used to look like in high school. I would literally comb my hair to make it look like I had electrocuted myself in the morning. My makeup was so caked on and terribly blended that it looked like a kindergartner had tried to open up a bake shop. And every single day of my life, I would dress in band tees. I literally still have over 50 band tees, which means I had the worst tan lines. So this is the how I did my makeup in high school tutorial, and I have decided to go into the realms and pick up the old products that I haven't used in years. Some of these things are over 10 years old. Some of these brands don't even exist anymore. Look at this. Like what is this? So I decided to put all these nasty little things on my face today and show you how I did my makeup in high school. So let's get started with covering acne. When I got ready in the morning for high school, it would take me about an hour and a half because I had that much acne that I had to cover up, and I really did a lot to my hair, which I will explain at the end of this video. The only foundation that I used is the Neutrogena Skin Clearing Oil-Free Makeup, and I went to the drugstore today. I cannot believe they still have it. I was always the color 30 buff, and it's the exact same. This promised that it would help my acne, so I would apply this with my fingers so liberally. But the problem is, because it said it cleared acne, I would go to sleep in my makeup. I would literally apply my makeup, go to sleep, wake up the next morning and put more foundation on top. And I was like, oh, it's skin clearing. This is gonna help me with my acne. Not knowing that it was just making it 100 times worse. I still don't think this is my color. And this used to oxidize really badly, so I'd become like this Oompa Loompa Donald Trump orange. But this is what I did, and I would apply it with my fingers just all over my freaking face, hoping it would cover my acne. I did not know what primer was. I did not know what concealer was. I was just desperate. Also, when I went in today, guess how much this mofo cost me? This little puppy cost me 19 bucks. What? When I was in high school, this cost $10, maybe $11, and when it was on sale, you could get it for $6 or $7. First off, I can't believe that they still have it, and I can't believe it costs that much. So I used to just wash my face like this in foundation in the morning. Terrible. So let's talk about the next disaster that was high school, and that was eyebrows. Not once did I fill in my eyebrows. As a matter of fact, I used to way over tweeze them, and you can probably still see, but at the very edges, my eyebrows are still very sparse. I used to tweeze my eyebrows to the corners of my nose, and my nose is pretty large. It was bad. It was bad, and all of that went missing. So now I have half bald eyebrows. So when you look at some of my photos, they're just bad. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of foundation to help emulate what that used to look like. It was like I was so afraid of unibrows that I just got rid of half my eyebrows. Terrible, terrible. That's the other thing. Throughout high school, my nails were always so janky. I got my nails done once. One time in my entire life, which was my birthday, and I got them done with my best friend, and then I never got them done again until I was out of high school. It was bad. It was bad. It was terrible. All of high school was terrible. Then I used to go in with powder. I used to go buy Jodina. It was from Food Max, which is the budget grocery store, and they sold this $1 Jodina face powder, which was literally chemicals in a cup. And I used to just smash that onto my face with the cheapest, crappiest, most itchy brush that just excoriated my acne. So then I finally sucked it up and I bought the MAC powder, and I would always get it in the wrong color, and I used to just stab this onto my face with the nastiest brush. Also, I just wanted to resurrect this. This is from high school days. This is the Urban Decay Surreal Skin Mineral Makeup, and you would open it and close it like this. Does anybody else remember this? It comes with this sponge right there. And this sponge you're supposed to use to dip in and put it on your face. And at the time I was like, I'm not gonna dip that on because it'll make my acne worse. But I'm gonna sleep in my makeup because that's fine, right? But this is the powder I used to use. It was way too orange for me. Back then, we didn't know how to contour or highlight or any of that ish. So it was literally take the brightest blush you could find and shove that on your face. The ones that I used to use were shaped like this from Maybelline. What was it? I used to use number 10 or something, and they had these little flaps, and it was just a thing of blush with a really, really crappy brush. I would just stripe it across my cheeks. I literally looked like paint on a crosswalk. It was terrible. But then eventually I got introduced to the Benefit stuff, so That Maybelline stuff was literally my life. And then I was introduced to Benefit. Now first off, just to show you how OG this is, do you notice that this isn't the flip top? This ain't no Hoola Bronzer Benefit. This is like the mid to late 2000s. And this square will do a good job at emulating what my makeup used to look like. So I would just take that bright color and just sweep it across my cheeks. And that's actually not dark enough. This is it, Coralista. This was the bright red I used to use. And then I would just go and I would just put this back in the little pot. Look at how old this is. Unreal. But I would put this right back in the pot and I'd wonder why it was giving me acne. And I wouldn't even blend it in, wouldn't highlight, wouldn't contour. And just for the sake of walking down memory lane, look at these. I have the Rocketeer, the Georgia, the Dandelion. I don't know why I'm still hoarding these. I need to get rid of these ASAP. Somebody comment, somebody help me with this hoarding issue. Get me away from it. And when it came to my eyes, there were a couple things that I would use. So the most common were these. Does anybody remember these Maybelline quads? I literally had so many of these and I would just go for rainbow colors. Like I was all about that eyeshadow. I didn't care if I didn't know how to blend. Like I just had stripes of color on my eye. I was a walking, talking disaster, but this stuff right here is what was up. I also eventually invested in palettes. These are from Urban Decay. Look at how old these are. If anybody has this, please comment below because this is probably circa 2005, 2006. These are so old. They have color, but they don't even have a highlight color. They don't even have like a brow color. That just wasn't a thing back then. There's literally nothing you can do with your brow. These are all shimmery. It comes with this kind of a brush. These terrible things. That was my life. Now, let me introduce you to this. This was actually from that era. This is NARS and it's in the color Misfit. Now back in the day, I was like a punk rocker kid, so when this said Misfit on it, I literally thought it meant like Misfits the band, and I was like, oh my god, I have to have it. So this was one of those colors, and I actually think I stole this from Bath & Body Works. Bath & Body Works used to sell NARS. Can you believe it? Do not steal things, kids. You will get caught, you will get fined, and you might go to jail. Trust me, I know, because I hung out with the wrong crowd and I made some bad decisions. Back in the day when Bath & Body Works used to sell NARS, I picked up Misfit, and that is what I would apply to my eyes. I also loved MAC, even though I couldn't afford it. My step-grandma was the one who purchased some MAC cosmetics for me. And I'll actually use this one. This is called Sketch. It's one of the colors that I used to use. But one day, she decided to get me a gift of a little makeover at the Nordstrom counter with some new MAC products. And I was so confused, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cool, but like, why are you doing this? 5 years later, I found out it's because I used to ring my eyes with black eyeliner, and she thought that it was so terrible that she got that for me as like a way for me to try to improve my makeup skills because she thought that I was so ugly. Obviously not much has changed because now I wear purple lips. So I remember I actually bought these off of eBay, which is kind of gross, but this is the old Too Faced packaging and what the Too Faced packaging of eyeshadows looked like. Can you guys believe this? This was the eyeshadow palette that I loved and I used every single day. Has a little gun on it. It says Urban Decay. Reminded me of My Chemical Romance, and like I said, I was a total band geek, so. Broken, destroyed, all this is gross. These little things have been used to obliviation. I used to take this one, Polyester Bride. It literally made me think of My Chemical Romance. And I would shove this right over here in the corner of my eyes. Oh my god, can you see this? Even the little thing is falling off. I hope I don't get an eye disease from this. Guys, if I get an eye disease, someone has to scream at me, I told you so. This is the glitter from Hot Topic. Does Hot Topic even sell makeup anymore? Like, this is so bad. This is what I would try to use as eyeliner. This! I have a photo where I did green and blue eyes using exactly this. And right now you probably think I'm crazy. You're like, Cassandra, stop applying so many colors, like blend that out. This is literally how I used to do my makeup. I wouldn't blend anything out. I would just stripe different colors on and just add to it. Isadora Light Eye Shade Powder. Like, is this even sold anymore? Like, is this even a brand anymore? This is Rimmel London. Look, it's melted into there. This is like a cream green. Like, what was I even thinking? Here's another one. Ah, oh, there's more of the Too Faced. So this is a Rimmel Purple. I used to use this on the corner of my eyes because I thought that I looked attractive. Just green and purple for some reason made me feel beautiful. Oh, and I would get such bad fallout and I would never clean it up. And then throughout the day it just looked like I had you know, a very tired face. Bad, bad. So bad. Here it is. This is the Urban Decay Mildew. Probably one of the oldest things you'll ever see. Like, look at how ancient this is. Like, I am an OG Urban Decay fan. Wow, wow, wow. Here is some of the OG Benefit brown powders. Look at this. This is Benefit Cosmetics, circa mid to early 2000s. Oh, throwback. I used to have these MAC glitters. Do you see how old these containers are? These are also a bigger box. This is 7.5 grams or 0.26 ounces. Now I think they're half the size. These are huge pots of glitter that I used to purchase, and I used to try to put them on my eyes, but I would never use glue or anything like that. So it was literally me trying to stick this glittery powder just to my eyes like this. And it would never stick. Look at this. This is the Benefit. It's a 10. This was like the first highlighter we ever had. And what I mean by highlighter, oh, it's destroyed. But this was like half and half, half contour, half highlighter, and we would just use it as blush in the girls' bathroom. We didn't even notice that this was like highlighter or contour. It just was not even a concept for us back then. Just like eyebrows. Just didn't think about it. It didn't exist. Same with primer. Primer was non-existent. Here's some of the blushes I used to use. So here's the Revlon Powder Blush in 06. Like I said, the Maybelline one was my OG, but I used to just do this. This is called Wine with Everything. When I first made my first YouTube video by Cassandra Cream Sheen, that was my original channel before I deleted it out of embarrassment. My name is Cassandra Cream Sheen, and I used this blush in that makeup tutorial. I had 35 subscribers. I was an OG. It was like 2008. It was bad. It was so bad, guys. That's what I looked like. Obviously, this does not have enough color on our eyes, so I'm gonna take a little bit of this Maybelline, this dark blue, and I'm just gonna throw that kind of on there in the corner and not even, like, I would just literally make lines on my eyes. It was so bad. Then I probably would have taken some of this brightish pink color from Urban Decay and just put that like right here and tried to make like a rainbow. I literally did rainbow eyes all the time. I had this one shirt that I loved by a band called Cute Is What We Aim For, and it was literally, that's all I did. Literally all I did. Like I said, I never used a highlight color, so I just used this to kind of blend everything in, and then I would try to smoke it out down here, and I wouldn't even like put it close to my eye. I would just go like this, and so it looked like I had major under eye bags. Then it was time for me to get to eyeliner. My friend Mitty introduced this to me. This is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner. Ah, smells like an eye disease. Oh, like I don't think this is trustworthy, but do you see that? It was purple glitter that we would stripe across our eyes, and we would try to make it beautiful. And because this literally smells like oral herpes, I don't want to put this anywhere near my eyes because I don't want to get like eyeball syphilis or something. Like, I don't know how that stuff works. Somebody who's very versed in infectious disease, please tell me what could happen if I done put that on my face. Something I did use regularly was the MAC eyeliner. This isn't even what they look like anymore. This is the Black Track, or wait, this is Graph Black. This is the eyeliner that would like scroll up, and I used to put this all over my eyes. So fun fact, the first makeup product I ever purchased was a Wet n Wild eyeliner. Actually, that's a lie. It was a NYC lip balm in strawberry. But the first makeup was a Wet n Wild black eyeliner. And I would literally put it on like this, where it's so uneven, and then just smudge it out with my fingers. Like, I probably am gonna have premature wrinkles because of all the years of doing that. But Green Day was like such a big thing, represent, and my friend who was obsessed with Billie Joe Armstrong told me Billie Joe Armstrong would take his eyeliner, heat it up with a match, and just shove it on his face and go like this. And so I was like, that's what I should do. Bad decisions, Cassandra. Bad decisions. So many bad decisions. And I would do it in the entire eye. Like, I would connect the entire thing. It looked so bad. And then I would just blend it out like this with my fingers. Oh my God. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So when it comes to mascara, these were the ones that I used, primarily this one. The CoverGirl Lash Blast was my go-to. This This is probably so unsanitary. I'm gonna put this on my face, but this is the Lash Blast Volume. This is even a newer package, but I used to have the old packages of the CoverGirl Lash Blast. I never had Photoshop, but I used a program called GIMP, G-I-M-P, that was on the family computer, and I used that to like erase my acne in half of my photos, and then I would even add a nose ring because I wanted a septum piercing so bad I would add a nose ring to photos. So now that I actually have one, I'll just flip it down. But I would literally add that to all of my photos. And then my friends were like, oh my god, you got your nose pierced? I was like, yeah. They were like, show us. I was like, no, I'm gonna keep it up there. I just lied blatantly to them that I had a nose piercing because I wanted one that bad. And my parents would never allow it. I'm 24 and my mom almost killed me when I got this at 23. We never did the bottom lashes, just the top lashes. That's what they looked like. Again, never did highlighter. Left all this fallout right here just to make us look like we didn't sleep for 4 days. These are so old and nasty. These are from Burt's Bees. They're called lip shimmers in papaya and nutmeg. They're like SPF lip things. Anyways, I used to put this on my lips. This is from Skinny Girl Energizing Lip Shine. Like, what even is that? This looks like a disease in a bottle. I do not get that near my face. And then lastly, this was probably the first MAC product that I ever fell in love with, were Dazzle glasses. I still have a hoarding. By hoarding, I mean like a nest, like a collection of Dazzle glasses. I used to collect these. I would buy limited edition colors on eBay, which I don't even know if that's sanitary. I would buy things on eBay because I was too cheap to buy them at the store. And I used to take these Dazzle glasses and I used to smack these all over my lips, just like, Lip gloss was the thing back in the day. Nobody used lipstick because lipstick was like for old people. We just used lip gloss up the yin yang. And I remember that this used to get so bad, it used to get stringy. And like, it's so bad. And we used to apply this so heavily that this literally made us look like we had just eaten out all 5 of Kim Kardashian's extravagant wedding cakes. Like, it was so bad. So bad. Let me go get that nest of Dazzle glasses. I'm gonna show you. I'm not kidding. It was a problem. Do you see this? This is like the hoardings. Like, I just had so many. I had a problem. A problem. And then I used to apply body glitter. I don't even know where this is from. Bath Zone body glitter. Am I really gonna do this? Yeah, I'm gonna do this. I used to apply this sticky, messy body glitter, and this was a blue color, and I would just go around like this. So gross. How was I not a raver? Isn't this like stereotypical rave kid? I would have been such a cool rave kid. Like, I was a concert goer, but I never went to raves. But like, this is very rave-esque of me, no? Last but not least, let's talk about this hair. I would straighten out my hair with the cheapest Revlon drugstore straightener, totally fry it to crap, and then I would tease and back comb my hair. Let me straighten this out insufficiently and I'll show you an example. I was never any good at straightening my hair. I would always do like a half-assed job, and it would always have these kinks in it because my hair is just so curly naturally. And my hair always looked dead because I used to cut my hair myself. You know, shaving razors that you like shave your armpits with? I used to use those on my hair. Like, I used those on my head, and I like shaved my head like this to make layers. It was so terrible. And I would do it like once a week. Oh, Cassandra. Oh, Cassandra. The memories. Oh, Fall Out Boy reference. Memories. So once I got my hair to about this point, I would start teasing and back combing. And I didn't care because I just wanted this big scene kid hair. I'm gonna need to do such a deep conditioning treatment after this. So I used to do this to all sides of my head. Oh my god, guys, the memories. I can't believe I'm doing this. And I used to just back comb like there was no tomorrow. And then I would back comb my back combs. It was so bad. Oh yeah, this is it. This is what I used to look like. So what was so funny about this is that my first class of the day was geometry with Mr. Hensy, and I used to call him Mr. Hens Ketchup because I thought that it was cool by giving my teachers nicknames. You know, I was always late because my mom would be late driving us to school and I would just be late because of my hair. And I would come in and he would look at me and he was like, hey Cassandra, did you plug yourself into a wall socket again? And I was like, yes, Mr. Hendy Ketchup. It was so bad. I would just take the top and like gently brush it over. But like it looked like a dead piece of hay that horses would eat out of. And I just wanted all of this Scene Kid volume, and then I wanted it to be like as tapered off as possible down here. So I would roll it like this. Oh, look at me. I was so seen, wasn't I? Oh God, please no, Cassandra, please no. I wonder what happened to all those kids who used to hate me so badly and used to tease me. Looking at myself now, like, I was kind of setting myself up for it, no? I look like one of those troll things that you see in the movies. Anyways, and then I would go off to school in my band t-shirt. And this is how I used to do my makeup every single day of high school. Thank you for joining me on this terrible trip down memory lane. If you ever see photos of me that surface on the internet, be sure to send them to me because I lost access to my photo bucket account years ago, and I know I have so many incriminating, embarrassing photos that I cannot wait to dig up from there. So anyways, I love you. I hope that you enjoyed this video because, you know, sometimes it's kind of fun to remember where we came from. And now that I think about it, like living like this and having all this eyeshadow stuff, as terribly as it was blended, that's what got me into loving color and art eventually. And this one terrible layer of foundation that I used to sleep in overnight ended up becoming the 5 to 6 step foundation routine that I used to cover my acne and become a model. I would never expect that, but you know, that is what it is. So give this video a thumbs up for the fact that I am publicly embarrassing myself to this extent. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday. Sometimes I'm a little bit late, but I try. Just like I was late to school. Nothing much changes, does it? And of course, remember that I absolutely love you. Oh my God, I'm so seen. I used to do this at like Hello Goodbye concerts and Never Shout Never concerts. Never Shout Never played at this place in San Francisco. Anyways, guys, I am going to take a very thorough shower and do a very deep conditioning treatment. And after that, I will see you in the next video.